Can that golden wrapper do this?
No, but it's the perfect snack.
And you can turn them into a real treat. Goya Maria cookies. Give snack time a golden touch.
Queen City News has an all-new way for you to stay connected when we're not live on the air. Download the Queen City News Plus app on your smart TV using either a Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire device. Here's a look at tonight's lineup on the app. At 11 o'clock, it's going to be Charlotte Sports Live, followed by Inside the Cockpit. Watch it on your new Queen City News Plus app.
And if you check your new updated Pinpoint Weather app, you will see, and a lot of you are probably still hearing outside, still plenty of areas of heavy rain, especially down there in South Carolina, Indian Land, maybe some small hail being produced out of that intense storm rolling through the area. That line stretching east into parts of Chesterfield County, so that will continue to push east. And we still have more scattered storms up into the mountains and foothills to the northwest. That severe thunderstorm watch still in effect for most of our area until midnight. So we get deeper into the night, past 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Most of the rain, thunderstorms moving out, over and done with. Get some dry time early tomorrow. Still the chance of another round of scattered storms. Not as many for tomorrow, and they're going to end much earlier tomorrow evening. So the weekend is looking pretty good.
And good for good old mom on Sunday. All right. Thanks for watching tonight at 10. Stay right there. We got Charlotte Sports Live coming up next.
Hit by a big truck?
Call us, attorneys Tatum and Atkinson.
Because helping you is what we do.
Ditch defaults. Download the Pinpoint Weather app today.
Now it's CSL, Charlotte Sports Live.
Right now on Charlotte Sports Live, before the ball gets rolling on off-season activities for the Carolina Panthers, they've dropped some familiar names from their roster. We'll let you know who right now on CSL. With a busy day here in the Carolinas, we have it all for you tonight over the next half hour. She's Casey Funderburg. I'm Gabe McDonald, and this is Charlotte Sports Live on a Thursday night.
We've got the details on how NASCAR is taking fans to new heights, plus a sneak peek at what merch you can buy at next week's CGA Championship. And there's a lot of Panthers news we'll get to as well, but first, playoff hockey game.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's nothing quite like it. Game 2 of the second round series between the Hurricanes and Capitals. Canes looking to take a 2-0 lead in the series over Washington after getting that overtime win in Game 1. Very quiet first period. We'd be scoreless after the first 20 minutes. However, early in the second, Washington breaks the tie. Connor McMichael in the breakaway. He goes up top for the game's first goal, just like in Game 1. Gales will trail 1-0 heading into the final frame. However, this time around, Carolina wouldn't answer to make things level. Washington takes advantage of the power play as John Carlson gets in on the action with that goal early in the third. Hurricanes with a good amount of ground to make up to get back in this one. This would help, though, about midway through the third. Canes down with the man advantage. Sebastian Aho sets up Seth Jarvis. His shot, no. Shane Gostisbehere on the rebound. Yes, Canes cut the deficit in half with just over 10 minutes to play in regulation. The Canes would have a handful of chances down the stretch, but this proved to be the final nail in the coffin. Washington's Tom Wilson with the empty netter to put this one out of reach for the Hurricanes. It's a 3-1 win tonight for Washington in Game 2 to even the series at 1 game apiece. Game 3 set for 6 p.m. on Saturday in Raleigh. Here's Rob Brendan.
Well, I think that goal was a tough one because it's just the way it happened. There was nothing going on, and all of a sudden it's a breakaway off. We bang it off our own guy, and then that got them going, I think, for sure. And like I say, we hung in there, and then penalty, and they made a nice play on the power play. There was other plays that they could have scored too that would have made the game what it was. So we have to be better, that's for sure. We knew it was going to be hard, and having said that, we were still right in the game.
And just night and day, Casey, from Game 1. I mean, this team had, just a number of shots. I believe 92 shots I saw in the stat sheet looking after Game 1, too. So weren't able to take advantage of the power play tonight. I think that's one of the things that doomed the Carolina Hurricanes even last year, throughout the postseason as well. They got to be able to take advantage of those chances whenever they have, a man advantage. But also, you don't want to get in a position where the other team has one as well. A lot of costly penalties throughout the stretch. It would have been nice for them to have, obviously even lineups out there, and that's what really doomed them tonight.
Yeah, and there seemed to be a little bit of sloppy sloppy play, especially with that first goal that the Caps got, because they were putting a lot of pressure on Anderson, especially in that first period, trying to get him tired. And I think that showed when they were able to easily get the puck, go down and score those quick goals. And then Tom Wilson, he had a lot to say after that first game yesterday. So I think after seeing how his team played, he was like, okay, we're going to come in here and be more focused. He had a goal, he had an assist, so he definitely kept his word.
And a big-time block as well there to prevent a Carolina goal. So he was all over the place, but obviously the Lenovo Center are going to be rocking this weekend when they go back to Raleigh.
It'll be exciting. All right, moving on to your Carolina Panthers. Tonight we saw 6 draft picks and 19 undrafted free agents sign contracts ahead of rookie minicamp. But the story of today is the player who is no longer with the team. Carolina announced earlier this afternoon that veteran outside linebacker Jadeveon Clowney is being released. The Rock Hill native was set to enter the second and final year of a $20 million contract he signed last March. Last season was a bit of a step back for Clowney as he finished with only 5.5 sacks after recording 9.5 with Baltimore in 2023.
Expecting rookies Nick Skorton and Princely Umamielen to make an early impact as well. And I think the main thing you obviously look at, just a bit of a shocking move, but I think another thing too, you got to look at the financials of it. Saving nearly $8 million in cap space by releasing Clowney. Still going to pay him $2 million that he had guaranteed, but when you have, obviously, the money that they're going to be saving, you can pay the rest of your rookie class and get a lot of guys in here as well. So I think, obviously, it was a great homecoming. It made a lot of headlines last year, but the guy is getting, towards the back half of his career, might be even considering retirement at this point. So I think it's a move that will definitely help the Carolina Panthers in the long run, too.
Yeah, and I think it was surprising to some people, but Dan Morgan was very non-committal when he was being asked by this. And then you take 2 edge rushers in the second round of the draft. So that kind of starts to put the ball in motion, like you were saying. They're starting to work on these young guys. They want to build up these young guys so they can take them with them, whereas, Jadeveon is probably going to, go back to South Carolina, relax, retire, and hey, that's not a bad deal too. But it does hurt seeing, someone who is a veteran who's had success, not be a part of this team anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the 2 guys that they're able to get second and third round there on day 2. First round talents for sure, so definitely we'll be interested to see how they pan out here for the Panthers.
All right, well, more Panthers news. The Colin Granger experiment is already over. Panthers waiving the former Coastal Carolina basketball player today with an injury settlement. Last month, the Panthers signed the 6'8" center. He was recruited to play the game by veteran offensive lineman George Fant. Granger trained with the team during every OTA workout until today. And Granger wasn't the only tight end the Panthers cut today. Also gone is Jordan Matthews. And if you recall, Matthews had changed his position mid-career from wide receiver. In addition, wide receivers Dax Milne and TJ Luther are out. So are center Andrew Rahm, as well as defensive tackles Jared Clark and Popo Amuvi.
Another move today expected by many is now confirmed. Running back Jonathan Brooks placed on the physically unable to perform list, meaning he's now ruled out for the entire 2025 season. He tore his ACL back in Week 14 against the Eagles. Remember, he tore his other ACL 13 months prior when he was at Texas still in college. The Panthers made him the first running back off the board in the 2024 NFL Draft. Carolina since signed Rico Dowdle from the Cowboys on a 1-year deal and drafted Trevor Etienne from Georgia just last month after getting him in the draft. So I think, obviously, this is a move that we all pretty much saw coming, because the only way that I think Jonathan Brooks would have been on the field this year for the Carolina Panthers is if they were in contention, making some kind of deep playoff run. And obviously, you look at a guy that's tore the same ACL now twice. It's best to give him a full year to rehab. Consider this pretty much his redshirt year in the NFL. See him back in 2026. And that's why, obviously, you went out, you get Trevor in the draft, you sign Rico Dowdle on a 1-year prove-it deal just to have that depth behind Chuba Hubbard.
Absolutely. And like you were saying, they don't want him to get hurt because he is a guy that they drafted who they could see being a big-time player for the Panthers. I mean, they traded up to get him, so they saw the potential that he had. So I think that was the right move. It does suck for him that he has to sit out basically a full season. But I think in the long run, it's the best for the Panthers.
Yeah, and best to handle the business now instead of, just keeping everybody waiting as well. Well, of course, of all today's news was done with the future in mind. And in regard to that, the future is literally here. Tomorrow, the start of Panthers rookie minicamp. That means we'll be able to get our first look at Tutterow McMillan in Carolina colors. In addition, we'll also hear from head coach Dave Canales. Now, call it a hunch, but I do have a gut feeling he's going to have a lot to talk about, and it won't be just practice. The two-day camp runs through Saturday. I think you're going to look at a lot of guys are bringing in. Obviously, you have your draft picks. They signed 6 of them. Only Trevor Etienne and Nick Swartzen remain unsigned. 19 undrafted free agents and 14 tryout players as well. So you're really looking at those, over, nearly 3 dozen guys that who's going to really be that diamond in the rough. We saw Jalen Coker, Damani Richardson last year. So I think you could see some guys from that group possibly rise through the ranks and make a shot to stay here for OTAs and even training camp too.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting also with Jadeveon Clowney leaving the Panthers. We're going to get to see edge Princely Imamielen, which I'm excited to see him. He was the 77th pick from Ole Miss. He's one of those edge rushers that are really going to make a difference for the Panthers. I think when they drafted him, they knew he was a guy that could potentially play right away. And so it'll be fun to see him because this is an opportunity for them to step up now that they know, okay, there's not that one person in front of us on edge right now.
And I love the confidence that he had, too. He had a quote in his draft call with Dan Morgan that I'm going to break y'all's pockets in 3 to 4 years, signifying a very big payday. So we'll see if he can live up to that here in Carolina. Well, still to come on CSL with the PGA Championship in town next week. We're getting a sneak peek at all the merch. We've got a report at what you can buy coming up next.
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. From the original Freedom machine came the original SUV. The Jeep brand has always stood for American freedom. Now we're standing with you with Employee Pricing Plus. Visit your Jeep brand dealer today and join the family. Jeep, America's most patriotic brand.
Get Employee Pricing Plus $1,750 combined bonus cash allowance, plus finance, and get $750 bonus cash allowance on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. See your Carolina Jeep brand dealer today.
Tuesday, June 10th, the Mexican national team comes to Chapel Hill, North Carolina to face off against Euro sensation, Turkey. Feel the excitement, experience the intensity, and all the passion. Be there as Mexico and its world stars like Raúl Jiménez, Edson Alvarez, and Santiago Jiménez take on Turkey. Tuesday, June 10th at Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. For more information, visit somoslocales.com.
Charlotte Sports Live is brought to you in part by Tatum and Atkinson, the heavy hitters. Call 1-800-LAW-0804.
Call the heavy hitters. They'll work to get you more. 1-800-LAW-0804.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $1,250 bonus cash on select F-150s. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
On Positively Charlotte, we've met some of the best and brightest in the Queen City.
And we can't wait to meet and see even more.
Positively Charlotte on Queen City News and Queen City News Plus.
Back here on CSL, tonight's game at Truist Field was rained out, so let's head to Truist Park where the Braves are hosting the Reds this evening. Mr. Schwallenbach on the mound for the ATL out in Truist Park. Bottom first, good start for the good guys after Austin Riley doubles to left. He's rewarded with a trip home on the sac fly from Matt Olson. That would make it 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Bottom 5 now, ever since he ties things up. Michael Harris gets the bat going here. A triple for the center fielder, sending the ball down that first baseline. Hey, that'll work. We'll take those and we can get them. That brings Eli White home. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Braves. Since we'll once again tie things up in the 7th, and like that, we move to the bottom of the 9th. Braves down 4-3. It's Harris once again making big plays. This time a single to left that brings Rosario home. And just like that, we're knotted up at 4. And we have free baseball out there at Truist Park. We jump to the bottom of the 11th. 2 men on for the rookie Drake Baldwin. He wants to go home a hard hit ball to left field. Ozzie Albies comes on home for the game-winning run, and that will do it. Atlanta gets it done 5-4 as they take 3 of 4 against Cincy. They got Pittsburgh on deck tomorrow.
The PGA Championship begins next week here in Charlotte at Quail Hollow Country Club, but they're ready for fans to visit as early as this weekend. Carla Metz caught up with one of the PGA Championship's directors to learn more about what the PGA has to offer to those in the area.
I'm here with Jason Susie, and of course you are a championship director, one of the championship directors. A lot of responsibility on your plate, but we're here in the merchandise tent right now for the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow, and a lot obviously has gone into this. What can you tell us about just the work behind the scenes that's gone into this?
Yeah, I mean, the shops itself, thanks to Chase Sapphire, like our partners really help subsidize these experiences to be able to offer this kind of professional setting. You know, we're out here at a golf course. You know, one of the challenges as a championship director, compared to most major professional sports, I do not typically have 4 walls and a ceiling for the competition. So the fan amenities that we can add, thanks to partners like Chase Sapphire, really does allow us to deliver a true first-class premium experience at a major championship. And then you come into this venue. It's a 50,000 square foot structure. Of the 50 vendors, there's so many cool elements. Thanks to Nike is our major vendor partner. Peter Millar is a North Carolina-based company. We've got 704 shops here from Charlotte. So the fact that our fans get to come through and have all the wealth of choices to pick from in this is really the most exciting part for us.
We've talked about the endless options. I mean, we're walking through. You mentioned the vendors. I mean, what else can you tell us? And I guess, you know, everything has the PGA Championship logo on it. That means a lot. It holds a significant weight in the sport.
Yeah, this is going to be the 107th playing. As championship director, I'm the steward for the PGA of America. We have over 30,000 members here in the Carolinas. Our Carolina section is the largest section. We have over 2,000 members, over 700 facilities that we have PGA members represented at. So for us, any golf shop you walk in, any retail, there's usually one of our members that's there. So this shops takes on just a greater significance. It gets to show our members like, oh, if we can do this professionally, this is what you guys are doing day in, day out. They know better than anyone. Like, I can't dress myself. I'm going to go talk to one of my member professionals, and they're going to get me outfitted with maybe something that makes me look at least somewhat presentable.
Right. And then I think, you know, we're just walking through the men's section. There's something for everybody here. You've got the women's apparel that's endless. We're going to get to the kids' apparel. You've got actual golfing supplies in the back with the PGA Championship logo. But there's truly something for everybody in this shop.
Yeah, the accessories, I mean, I think there's the amount of hats, the little things that we sell. Like, if you get a chance to come to a major championship, that logo, the Q, the significance it has in professional sports. They've been hosting professional golf events here. So many amazing events going back to, for us, we were the first time a major championship was here in 2017. I still see a lot of those 2017 logos around town. Mm-hmm. So if you get that opportunity to get the joint Quail Hollow PGA logo, I think this is, you know, we've got a bevy of options for you to do it.
All right, last question, because I want to know where you fall on the spectrum. Do you have to attend the PGA Championship to wear the PGA Championship logo proudly? Because I have a different opinion on this, but what do you feel like?
Well, to me, again, I think as someone who's been here, like I said, for 30 months, moving in from out, the way the city of Charlotte supports this, the fact that Quail Hollow Club has an annual event every year, this is such a huge boon for the economy. We're going to have over 1,000 temporary jobs. We're going to generate over $100 million, you know, for the economy. So to me, this is how you can support the fact that there's, in my opinion, on the East Coast, there's almost no better place to have a spring event. The weather in Charlotte, the restaurants, the airport. So from my perspective, like, grabbing one of these is just one of your way to say, hey, like, even if I couldn't get to go here, it's great that we have this opportunity.
Yeah, and we've now walked through the entire merchandise store. As you can tell, the options are endless, like we've mentioned. Jason, we appreciate your time so much. And, of course, good luck next week as we get ready for the PGA Championship.
Thank you. I know our professionals will do the job for me. They'll go out there. We'll have an incredible competition. It'll be great TV.
Well, an exciting week ahead. All right, NASCAR is taking some generous fans to new heights. Literally, if you're brave enough, you'll want to hear these details.
And we're not done talking about the Panthers and their decision to part ways with Jadeveon Clowney. So where does he go now? We'll discuss in Quick 6.
Here at the Downer Law Firm, we have over 40 years of experience handling personal injury claims such as car accidents, truck accidents, workers' compensation, even wrongful death. So if you're injured, give us a call. We've got you covered.
At
Rooms to Go, get ready to sleep better and save with your choice of 3 top-of-the-line mattress brands. Easy to buy thanks to 72-month interest-free financing. Financing for a limited time only. That's 6 years. No interest, no worries. Choose from the latest Beauty Rest Black, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Premium choices with 6-year interest-free financing. It's the perfect time to save during the mattress sale at Rooms to Go.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. So no matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum.
I've travelled all over the country talking about saving with Geico. But that's the important bit, isn't it? Showing up, saying, hello, fancy a nice chat. And then we talk like 2 old friends about sticky buns and all the savings you could get by bundling your home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact. Do you feel that? We just had a moment. Who'd have thought it?
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Queen City News Plus, now available for Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Search Queen City News in the App Store. Queen City News Plus.
With the increased amount of traffic in Charlotte, it's guaranteed to lead to more accidents. So if something happens to you or you're injured in an accident, give us a call here at the Downer Law Firm. We can help you.
Back here on CSL, the NASCAR Hall of Fame took on a different kind of extreme event today to support the organization's scholarship program. The Over the Edge event saw NASCAR drivers and local teachers rappelling 10 stories down the side of the NBC Suites in Uptown. Yes, folks, the funds for the scholarship program, though, they do go toward the NASCAR Hall of Fame stream-based educational program.
We're essentially a STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math laboratory. And you can broaden that to arts and reading and the whole stream spectrum that we're raising money today to be able to subsidize or underwrite schools that don't have as many financial resources as some others.
For us, we always want to see younger kids getting into racing, and to be a part of this day and have the opportunity to help that is a good deal.
Getting the chance to rappel down the building today means they each raised more than $1,000 for the scholarship program. It's the perfect time to look at the Xfinity Series standings and where things sit before they go back racing. No surprises with who's still at the top. It's the reigning Xfinity champ, Justin Allgaier. He's got 2 wins on the season, but right behind him, it's the man with 3. RCR's Austin Hill, followed by Sam Mayer, Jesse Love, and Brandon Jones. Carson Kvapil still leading all rookies this year. He's in 6th, followed by Jeb Burton, Ryan Sieg, Sammy Smith, and Harrison Burton. The only other driver with a win outside the top 10 is Connor Zilisch, who is in 12th. We'll see the Xfinity Series back on the track during Coke 600 weekend, coming up in 2 weeks here in Twin City.
All right, it's time for Quick 6 with our friend Brian Blakely, and we've got Gabe in the hot seat as well, so let's throw 2 minutes on the clock. All right, Brian, starting with you, was releasing Jadeveon Clowney a good move for the Panthers?
Well, if you're looking at it from a cap casualty standpoint, that's what he was. He saved about $8 million for the Panthers, and that frees up a lot more space for them going forward to next year, about $24 million to go spend on maybe some more needs that they could get 2 or 3 guys with that.
Gabe, sticking with Clowney, what team could you see picking him up?
I think at this point he only really wants to go to a contender. I mean, that's why he was in Baltimore a couple seasons ago, and they nearly got over the hump there. So I think a team that could take a flyer on him, maybe the Detroit Lions. We saw Aiden Hutchinson go down for them, and they had a lack of pass rush there when he went down. So you want to have, a little bit of depth piece there and somebody that's a veteran. Maybe a team like the Chiefs. I mean, they're always getting guys that, just kind of come out of the blue, like DeAndre Hopkins or other guys. So one of those two, possibly maybe a reunion in Baltimore. But I don't think he's completely done, but he only wants to play for a title at this point.
All right, Brian, Checkers lost game 3 of a series with the Bruins. Game 4 is tomorrow. Do you think they'll have to go all the way to game 5?
I don't. I think they're going to close it out tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a rocking night over at the Bojangles Coliseum. It's always fun with playoff hockey. You can't beat it, especially when you're down there banging on the glass. That's a lot of fun, and it's going to be a fun one tonight for the fans, tomorrow night for the fans.
So we'll see you down there.
work.
All right, Gabe, if the Knicks win Game 3 over the Celtics Saturday, do you think they'll sweep Boston?
I don't think so. I just can't see Boston, the defending champions, really go down like that. I think they'll at least get one up at the Garden, but I think it might end up being a gentleman's sweep. I mean, the Knicks playing some great defense. Mikal Bridges, certainly the MVP of the series so far.
Oh, yeah. All right, Brian, Kyle Larson is an early favorite for the Cubs series in Kansas this weekend. Do you think he has a chance?
Yeah, I mean, he's a plus 400 right now. He was the one who won it last year in that tight photo finish, closest NASCAR race ever with Chris Buescher, so I like his chances a lot going into Kansas.
All right, Gabe, what are you buying from the PGA Championship merch store?
Tons of hats. Probably maybe only like one or two, not like 10 or anything like that maybe. But yeah, definitely at least one hat, definitely one of the rope hats as well. Probably going to make my way down there tomorrow just to see the selection, but always good golf gear, a major. You got to get something from there. Hat, polo, towel, anything. Got to get something.
Yeah, shirt, bag, Christmas ornament, whatever.
There you go.
All right, well, thank you, Brian. Okay, Charlotte's men's hoops adding a new face to its roster today. Former Northern Illinois starter Ethan Butler coming to Charlotte from the transfer portal. Butler started all 19 games he played for the Huskies last season, averaging nearly 9 points a game. Our QC Crowns are next.
Can you really sing our phone number?
800-LAW-0804.
Why do you do that?
Because when it's time to get the insurance company to pay, you're the cat's meow.
Injured?
Call the heavy hitters.
1-800-LAW-0804.
Treasured Park Moments with the Funsultant.
It's serious work to keep the park this fun. Make it twisty turnier, right? Yes! Merry-go-roundier. Circle! Hey, River, you call that lazy? All this beloved park fun takes hard work and dedication. Good work. Thank you. But when I see their smiles, I'm overjoyed with joy. This is my resting joy face.
We're serious about fun.
From will I to why not? From can I to yes, I can. From if to when. For over 130 years, Strayer University has been innovating our approach to higher education. So students like you can get from here to there and keep striving.
At Sierra, Jack discovered great pickleball gear at incredible prices.
That's yours.
Which led to another discovery. His dad does care.
Got it. Mine.
How about pickleball?
Come on!
Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Soccer on Queen City News is presented in part by the Mex Tour Match, June 10th in Chapel Hill, Mexico versus Turkey. Get your tickets now.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Now, get employee pricing plus finance and get $2,000 total bonus cash allowance. Plus, get 3.9% financing for 72 months on the 2025 Ram 1500. See your Carolina Ram dealer today.
It's a News Nation exclusive.
There's obviously something going on in Arizona along the border areas.
Hunting UFOs. Now, this ex-Border Patrol agent is going public for the first time with never-before-seen video.
What they are, I have no idea.
Examine the evidence.
There's an all straight ahead of me.
And search for secrets.
It's over the border of the United States.
It's a genuine mystery.
Hunting UFOs, the Desert Sky Mystery. Saturday at 8, 7 Central. Only on News Nation.
All right, time to finish up this Thursday night with our QC Crowns. Casey, lead us off. What you got?
All right, well, my crown is going to Jaden Higgins, the Texans rookie wide receiver, agreed to a fully guaranteed 4-year, $11,724 contract, making him the first second-round pick in NFL history to have a fully guaranteed contract. Higgins was the number 34 pick out of Iowa State, and he finished with 1,183 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns in 2024. So this contract just shows how much the Texans value him, and it's probably a big confidence booster for the rookie as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to think about the Texans receiver room taking a hit. You know, Stephon Diggs now a free agent. Tank Dell, unfortunately, going down again. So a nice little 1-2 punch there with Nico Collins, C.J. Stroud, hopefully, getting back on the right track, because last year, a bit of a setback, but Houston still in good hands. Shout out to them, fully fully guaranteed. They're at 34th overall, certainly big as well. Well, my crown going out to another fellow draft pick, Travis Hunter. 2 weeks ago, he was selected 2nd overall in the draft by the Jags, and today he returned to Boulder to graduate and get his degree from the University of Colorado. Not only a Heisman Trophy winner, but a 2-time first-team academic All-American as well. Probably didn't know that about him. Always love to see guys getting it done on and off the field. Of course, he'll start rookie minicamp in Jacksonville coming up tomorrow. And as a guy that's going to be playing both sides of the ball, surely going to be exciting to watch for sure. But you're going out to minicamp this weekend. One of the main things you're looking forward to real quick.
Oh, I want to see Tedero out there. I've got to see him. And like we were talking about earlier, I want to see the edge rushers. That was the big conversation in the offseason. So now we're finally going to see some of those guys who are hopefully going to make a difference.
Going to be a lot of competition out there. And just want to see the diamonds in the rough rise and see and make a shot to get on their roster. For Casey Funderburg, I'm Gabe McDonald. See you again tomorrow night. Charlotte Sports Live.
Good night.
North Carolina, I don't say it unless I believe it. If I were injured in a car accident, then I would want a fighter on my side. James Scott Farron, you're going to need every advantage. Get the James Scott Farron advantage.
Kick off the 2025 NASCAR season with a pit stop at the Lionel store in Concord Mills. Sure, the Lionel store is known for their model trains, but it also has the ultimate selection of your favorite driver's diecast car in both 124 and 164 scales. Lionel also has diecast haulers, autographed diecast, Lionel train sets, and more. So rev up your NASCAR collection and stop by the Lionel store at Concord Mills. Visit LionelConcord.com for more info.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $1,250 bonus cash on select F-150s. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Life is always changing. And our Lovesac couch adapts to it all. Gathering around for game day one moment, reconfiguring for entertaining the next. And tomorrow, a new look entirely. It's always there to help us relax and recharge. No matter the moment, it's exactly what we need it to be. Because Lovesac adapts to life. Our life.
Coming out with us every weekday morning at 10 a.m. for a boost in your day. Check out the very best Charlotte has to offer. This is Positively Charlotte on Queen City News Plus.
Are you hurting, North Carolina? I got a law firm for you. James Scott Farron. With an experienced lawyer, you pay nothing unless you win. Call the law offices of James Scott Farron on the Hurt Line right now.
Today on TMZ. Okay, this is pretty shocking. So Simon Cowell says a couple once walked up to him and said,
"Would you judge us having sex? We'll pay you." Well, how much?
It was 150 grand.
It was 150 grand, yeah.
He said he thought about it.
He thought about it?
It's not a bad sort of reality competition show.
That's the show. Simon's the judge. America loves porn.
No, the Triple X Factor. It's right there.
It's right there.
Bad news for Diddy. Cassie is very pregnant and about to hit the stand for his trial.
It is bad news for Diddy.
It looks so much worse for him. She was with Diddy for 11 years, and she never wanted to have a family with him. That's how unhappy and unsafe she was. She's only been with Alex since 2019, and they are about to have 3 kids.
I think she looks like a recovered victim.
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez